Larry Craig and his wife sat down with Matt Lauer for an exclusive primetime interview. I was hunting for this interview all day because they kept promoting it on the Today Show. So I taped 4 hours of the Today Show, of which not 1 second was interesting, to find out that the actual part the show was on at night. You might be asking, why are we discussing this on Debate Porridge when Debate Porridge is all about the porridge of various debates? Fact of the matter is, we can debate anything, and this is a national debate. What did Larry Craig do in that bathroom at that airport? I'm Anthony Atamanuik, and this is what? Debate Porridge.
But Idaho Republican Congressman Larry Craig, concerned that his name had been implicated, issued a public denial.
Persons who are unmarried, as I am, by choice or by circumstance, have always been the subject of innuendos, gossip, and false accusations. I think this is despicable.
The charges of wrongdoing by congressmen with pages has been described in a book written by a former page.
So we all know about Larry Craig and his incident at the Minnesota airport in a famously gay bathroom. And by famously gay, I mean a place where a lot of people solicit down-low gay activity. Fiddling and a little diddling.
I go to bathrooms to use bathrooms.
Lurking near bathroom stalls and peeking in the side as opposed to underneath to look for feet. Hand signals under the stall.
I felt like the floor was falling out from under me. It happened right here.
What a painful thing to watch. In early film times, they had to paint people with really heavy makeup so that their face would show up, because like, we're talking like 1901. Like, her face was painted up like she was doing like an old pre-talkie film. Which lends me to believe that Larry Craig is already in a homosexual relationship.
He not only threw me under his campaign bus, he backed up and ran over me again.
Because my favorite part of watching someone lie is the kind of like chortle that comes out. The like, well, I was simply, Matt, reaching down to grab a piece of toilet paper from my shoe, because how many times have you seen somebody leave the bathroom with toilet paper on their shoe? And I was like, I'm watching going, well, you know, that's far more embarrassing than being nailed in a gay sex sting, right? Far more embarrassing to have a little toilet paper on the shoe, because you might get thrown out of the Senate for that. It's like the magic bullet theory. I'm sure Alan Spector actually authored this for Larry Craig. If I reach over this way, well, now I'm already twisting my back. Larry Craig's not a young guy, so you have to sneak under and then snake up? The governor of Texas was actually in front of Larry Craig at the time that this happened. His hand went down and then to the right, then went up, around and through, quick handy for the governor of Texas, back, around the governor, then underneath the stall again, another handy. It is absolutely impossible. It's the most ridiculous theory I've ever heard. Everyone knows that there was a second jobber hiding behind a grassy pole.
Mitt Romney, John McCain, Peter Hoekstra, Mitch McConnell. Sure. You know, we have an expression in New York, they threw you under the bus.
And while they were reacting that way, there were another set of senators who were calling us and saying, what's going on? What can we do to help you?
It's Barney Frank. And then Barney Frank calls again. And Barney Frank calls under an assumed name. Then Barney Frank ding-dong ditches him. Barney Frank sends him an email. And then finally Barney Frank meets him in a bathroom. So in conclusion, Larry Craig is most likely gay. His wife is a woman of dense emotional repression.
And I felt like, almost like I was going down a drain for a few moments.
How is there a political party in this country that is so absolutely totalitarian in its views about people's personal lives, and it seems to be filled with all those people that they hate? It seems as if everybody that they hate are the same people in their party, and they're hiding it. And so they sell the idea of lies It's just lie about it and pretend that we live in this other thing. And I think it's very sad that this whole process took place and that yet nothing was learned from it, except that Ellen gave away a dog and cried about it on TV. Hey, watch it! Hi, I ride up one-way streets the wrong way and then yell at pedestrians when they unwittingly cross the street.